Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Darren. Darren is from Glasgow in Scotland. So let's see what Darren has to say. Enjoy the interview. So hello Darren, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, William?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time this evening for the interview. Thank you.
Of course, no problem.
So tell me, how was your day today?
My day's been good. I've been working from home, so just mostly just to do with work, but it has been a good day so far, and I'm glad it's Friday tomorrow. So yeah, it's been good.
Tell me what has been the highlight of your week so far?
It's a good question actually. I've not actually stopped to even think about what is the highlight of my week. Um,
Tell me something that made you think or made you kind of smile or made you, I don't know, maybe you found a challenge moment, something that made you, that when you think about your week, you say, okay, that was something maybe to remember or to
yeah,
forget.
of course. I think like I suppose thinking about that is maybe an interaction that I had at work yesterday. It wasn't overly positive interaction. However, what's made me think about it is the fact is the positivity that I was able to then take away from that interaction to then use that in my to my advantage, which is then just going to make me a lot stronger and better. So I would say that's probably a highlight of my week, even though it wasn't a great highlight. It's still a
Yeah,
highlight, I suppose.
totally. I think all those moments, even though sometimes we're not expecting and can become challenge or can become a little bit challenge, but at the end of the day, as you said, it can become something positive and can take you somehow you learn something out of it.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Amazing. Darren, tell me where you're from.
So I'm from Glasgow, Scotland.
Born and raised?
No, I wasn't born and raised. I was actually born in South Africa, and then I was raised in South Africa, and then I moved over to Scotland in 2002.
Oh my God. So tell me why the change from South Africa to Scotland?
So I think it's to do with my parents. Well, my dad's side are all Scottish, my mum's side are all South African, and I think it was just yeah, it's just the family decided to move to Scotland, so and we
That's
tagged
amazing.
along. Yeah.
And before you moved to Glasgow, did you spend some time in the past before you knew the city or no? Was just
No, never knew the Scotland or Glasgow. Yeah, it's just because we were quite young when we moved over.
I see, I see.
Mhm.
And where's about in South Africa come from?
I was born in Pietermaritzburg, KwaZulu-Natal. So like Durban, you know Durban? It's like in the East Coast.
I see, I see.
Yeah.
And besides your parents, all your family are back there as well? I mean, part of your dad's?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, my dad's side, yeah.
I see. Okay. And what do you do for work, for living, Darren?
So I work in HR, employment relations.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I work for three mobile phone company. Well, three mobile. That's what I work for.
Amazing. And what do you like the most about your job?
What I like about my job is that I can help people because it's about helping people and just ensuring that our employees are from the start of their journey, their employment journey, that they are treated fairly in line with the Equality Act, that we're all treated the same and equally. And so that's what I love about my job. It's about championing that to me because we're all part of like diversity, inclusion, and it's just about ensuring that everything is done correctly.
Amazing. Okay, so during the interview, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your life and also about
Okay.
your. Darren, before we start our journey, Willing the Magic Box, would you like you to tell me something interesting about yourself or maybe something that not many people know about you?
I usually use the South African one. Something interesting. I'm trying to think actually. Yeah, I'd need to have a think about it. Something, what do I?
Sure, sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd need to think about that one actually. Something interesting.
Actually, I think I might be wrong, but I think your eyes match with the color of your jumper.
Yeah, yeah, they do. Yeah.
Well, the first thing I spotted straight away your eyes, the color of your eyes.
All right.
It comes from your mom's side or your dad's side?
I think it's my mom's side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had siblings as well?
I do, yes. I've got altogether there's 5 of us. I've got a
Wow,
brother and 3 sisters.
wow, big family.
Yeah, big family.
Darren, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box.
Yeah, brilliant.
So I have here my best friend. Run the fun questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song just for us to relax before the first question, okay? All right.
Okay, perfect.
Let's do it. Okay, before you start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Okay, fair.
Right, first question for you is, what has been the happiest point of your life?
The happiest point of my life. I would say like when my nephew was born. Yeah, definitely the happiest point in my life because it means I became an uncle and I love children. But he's not my only nephew because there's about 13 of them now. So
Wow.
yeah, yeah, we've got a big family. Yeah, so definitely that was probably one of the most happiest.
Do you believe that happiness is a choice?
Yes, I do because we can all go through certain things in life, and it's just the way I look at life is there's always a negative, but you can always find a positive. It's going to be quite difficult to find that positive and what that looks like for you, but you eventually will. And it's just about turning it into something that to your advantage. So for me, like being happy is something that I find quite natural, and also being quite positive, I find quite natural. It's an easy emotion for me.
Amazing, very good. Next question, let's do it. Hey, next question is, what's the biggest difference between you and your best friends?
The biggest difference, he's a drama queen. No, I'm only kidding on. I think the difference is between the two of us. I would say he's got more of a creative mind.
Right.
Yeah, he's definitely more creative out of the two of us.
And he lives as well in Glasgow, your best friend?
He does, yes.
And the biggest similarity between both of you?
We like to have a laugh and we like to go out together. Yeah.
Tell me, how did your path cross, if you can share?
How did we met through a mutual friend, and this was I think this was way back in 2019. It was just like a mutual friend who was invited a few people, and then he just happened to be there as well. And then we just connected from there.
I see. And tell me how long your relationship has been together for?
Okay, so I'm not good at maths, so 2019.
Oh, okay, you already mentioned. Oh, yes.
Yeah, 2019, yeah, so...
I got it.
Maybe, I don't know, what's that, 5 years, 6? Something like that.
2020 doesn't count because we get...
Of course, that's true. That doesn't account, yeah.
Tell me something. Okay, let's see that your best friend is watching this interview right now. When you have a moment, an opportunity to send him a message, what would you say?
What I would say to him is relax, take some time just to breathe and think about that not everything is against you. And that's what I would say to him.
Beautiful. I love your message because it comes from a friend and you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he definitely will.
Sweet. Next question. For the next question, Darren, tell me, what do you like the most about living in Glasgow? What's the city offers that for you always, you've been happy to be there? And the second part of the question is, what do you find, what do you miss the most about South Africa?
Okay. So for living in Glasgow, it's definitely the people. The people are amazing. You can go out, they're so friendly, and just even on a night out, you could just meet so many different and amazing characters, and they just bring something quite unique, which is amazing. That's what I like about Glasgow, and I've made so many friends here. South Africa, what I do miss about it is the lifestyle and the weather. So the outdoors, because in being in South Africa, you basically grew up outside, and that's the one thing I do miss.
I see. And for you to adapt yourself to the new culture, new city, it was easy, or it just took some time?
It definitely wasn't easy because
Hmm.
when I came over, I was a teenager, so I would have been a little bit, maybe 14, 15. So going into high school would have been, it was quite difficult because trying to navigate what that looks like as a teenager and going through what teenagers go through is already difficult. So no,
Uh-huh.
it definitely wasn't easy at all. It was a journey.
I see. Okay. Next question is, what does happiness mean to you? We already talked about that in the beginning, so I'm gonna get for you
Okay.
one. Okay. Next question is, what is the worst thing someone can say on a first date?
What's the worst thing someone can say on a first date? Um, I don't like what you're wearing. Because the way the reason why I would say that is because I like to put an effort into how I dress and how I present myself.
Yeah.
So if somebody has to turn around and say to me, "I don't like what you're wearing," I'm like, I think I put a lot of effort into what I'm wearing to be on this first date. So that would probably be it. Yeah.
One person to go on a date with you, what this person must have?
They must smell nice. Would that be one?
Oh wow, good one.
Yeah, I would say like if they smelled nice, that would be a bonus.
And what's something that this person for you straight away is a turn off?
Um, I think if they were rude to the waiters or people around them, that would be a complete turn off. It does actually remind me of a date I went on ages ago.
Wow.
Yeah,
And how do you find the dating life in Glasgow? Do you find that it's, I believe you're part of the LGBTQ plus community, aren't you?
I am. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
So how do you feel about Glasgow? Do you feel like with the, this technology, the apps, people, they tend to be more in the apps? Do you feel like people, they prefer to go out still? How do you find in Glasgow regarding that, the dating life?
So to be fair, I've been with my partner for coming up for 10 years now.
Oh,
So
so you have a partner right now. Oh, I
yeah, I
see.
have a partner. Yeah. So the dating life, if I think back way when I didn't enjoy the dating life,
I see.
it's just, I don't know why, it just wasn't, I think it's just that whole effort of speaking to somebody, then going out, having dinner, drinks, and then just even being in part of the gay community, it
Mhm.
can just be a little bit more transactional, like one-sided. So it wasn't something I enjoyed.
And being in Glasgow, do you feel like you can be your truly self, you can express this the way you are, or sometimes can be a bit challenging?
I don't have any issues expressing
Mhm.
myself in Glasgow at all. That's with either friends, family, colleagues,
Mhm.
and yeah, I've not experienced any negativity for who I am.
Amazing. Next question, ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Next question for you is, do you have any nicknames?
Do I have any nicknames? I do, yeah. So I either get called Daz or D or Darn. That's the three.
How your partner calls you?
Um, we actually call each other husband. We're not married, but we've called each other husbands for years.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you think about yourself, when you analyze yourself, what's the biggest joy of being you? What you like the most about being Darren?
Um, my positive outlook on life is definitely something I really do like about myself.
And you always been this way?
I've always been, yeah, as far as I can remember, I've always been this way, yeah.
Amazing. Okay.
And I think it is to do with like things that happen in your life and it just shapes you. And
Uh-huh.
I've definitely, yeah.
And being gay for you, did you always have the support of your family?
Yes, I always had that support. I didn't know I had that support until I actually allowed them in
Mm-hmm.
into to knowing who I was because I was always scared that I wouldn't have it. But
Okay.
when I eventually allowed them in, it actually turned out it wasn't even what I was thinking. It was completely the opposite, where they were like, "You're crazy. We knew. Why did you not tell us sooner?" etc. Yeah. So yeah.
And the day when you came out, did something happen or just felt like, okay, let me just come out and tell me my true self?
Um, I mean, I can be honest and give you the honest answer. Um, I mean, I ended up out one night, and then my dad found me with a guy, so that's how it all transpired. So
See.
yeah,
Next question.
yeah.
Before the next question, working HR, I think, as you said, how much you appreciate your job as well. I think nowadays with, there are so many things that HR department, they need to look into it. They are there to support, everyone, to make sure that everyone are, safe in a work environment where everyone can be themselves. Do you find easy through your career? Do you find easily? Do you find difficult sometimes? How do you see that? Regarding nowadays, with you need to be careful a lot of ways of saying things or express yourself, if you know what I mean. So,
Yeah.
how do you find in your career? Do you think nowadays it's easier to deal with that, or do you find sometimes it can be challenging?
I definitely, it's not a challenge because what in this like 2024, see the tools and all of the material that we've got to hand that we're able to then help with and bring into the business, which should then cascade to our employees to then set them up to say, well, this is how we treat people. This is the language that we should be using, inclusive language. So for instance, if you think about our trans employees, about just being mindful about the language that you'll be using, etc. And it's definitely not, it's not a challenge. I think it's just making sure that the message is consistent.
I see. Okay. Next question is, what is one food you could eat for the rest of your life?
I love Asian food, so that'd be like Japanese or noodles. I love wagamamas, like ramen, or I could eat ramen all the time, to be fair. Love ramen.
Do you like cooking?
I love cooking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I cook quite a lot.
Tell me something that you cook that your partner likes the most.
He likes my mac and cheese. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, mac and cheese, and I also make a good cauliflower cheese as well, which we have on a Sunday roast.
If I come to Glasgow for the very first time, there is like a typical food in Scotland or in Glasgow that they tend to eat, or something very traditional or not?
Yeah, so I suppose it's all over Scotland. You've got the traditional haggis. So haggis, you would have that with neeps and tatty. So that's like sweet and turnip.
Okay.
It's a delicacy. It's not something that I enjoy eating. I don't eat it. But yeah, it's definitely something that the Scottish folk like.
Amazing. 3 questions left. Let's
Okay,
go.
perfect.
Next question for you is, what is the most difficult thing have you ever done?
The most difficult thing that I've ever done. I'd actually say bungee jumping was quite difficult.
Wow.
I did it for charity, and because I'm not like I wouldn't say I'm afraid of heights, but I think see when you get to that point where you are so high and you're looking down where you're told not to look down, and the instructor can't push you, you have to make that decision to jump yourself. I would probably say is the most difficult thing I've actually done.
Oh my God. So tell me the feeling when you literally jump. It takes like a few seconds for you to be hold back up. How does it work? What's the feeling? Tell me about it.
I can't actually describe it. It's terrifying. I'd actually say I was terrified when I jumped out. I was terrified. I literally screamed, and I was like, yeah. But by the time it's that quick, you are then hanging by your feet. But it's just the initial pushing yourself off. It is terrifying.
Wow. And when you go the way down, they pull you back or they let you go down? How does it work for you to get
Yeah,
back?
they slowly then lower you down because there's like I don't know what you call it, a blow up mattress thing, which is quite big to be fair, and they lower you onto that.
Oh, I see. And that was in England or in South Africa or somewhere else?
I was here in Scotland, yeah.
Oh my God. It's something that when I think about, I can do one day, but I don't think I'm ready yet for doing something. my God, I think when I get there, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be ready for that.
Yeah, I was quite scared, but I would like to. My next one is I'd like to do a skydive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, after the Barbie jump, I think I will be fine.
Yeah.
2 questions left. Let's do it. For the next question, of course, we got connected through TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me what's your idea about your page? Yeah, when you post videos, or what's the message behind that you'd like to spread out?
That I just like to have fun. It's not serious. I don't take myself too seriously. I just like to have a laugh. Some of the majority of my videos are just pranking my partner, which I get a real kick out of. Yeah, just fun, just good old wholesome fun.
Well, talking about your partner, tell me so far, through those 10 years, what has been the most beautiful lesson you've learned from him?
Patience, definitely patience.
Wow. And he's Scottish or not?
He's Scottish, yeah, Scottish, yeah.
Cool. Next question is, if you could be a character in a movie, who that would be and why?
A kid actor.
Character.
Oh, a character in a movie. I don't. Maybe a character from, because what my favorite Disney film is Hercules, so maybe a character in Hercules would be quite cool. Yeah.
Do you go more to watch movies in the cinema, or you prefer to watch at home?
I love watching movies in the cinema. It's definitely, it's the experience, because you've got the recliner chairs and popcorn and just, you have to go all out. Yeah.
Absolutely, I totally agree. The experience for me is like a therapy when I'm there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Totally. Which was the last movie that you watched in the cinema?
The last movie that I watched in the cinema was, what was the last film? I can't actually remember what was the last film I watched in the cinema. It's been that long that I've been.
I watched the Joker 2.
Oh, Joker 2, right, okay.
Yeah. I liked it. It was cool. I've seen some comments. People, they are not enjoying it. I think it's because they put too much expectation on
it. Right, okay.
It's a good movie. Yeah.
Good.
Cool. Last question. Ready?
Okay. Yep. Ready.
Before the last question, people watch this interview right now. They'd like to start a career and work in HR. What would be your best piece of advice?
If they wanted to work in HR?
Yeah.
I would definitely say approach everything with an open mind. Have a lot of patience and listen. 100 and listen. That's probably the 3 main things I would advise.
I see. All right. Last question is, who are you most thankful for and why?
Who am I most thankful for? My dad.
Tell me why.
The reason why is because my dad, he was one who brought myself and my siblings up from when we were young, and it just really like stepped up, and it kind of showed me like what a dad can be, and it's kind of now that's filtered then through into the grandkids as well. So it's, yeah, definitely my dad.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, now then, yet, let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Okay.
Okay.
Let's start with money.
House.
Okay. Family.
Sisters.
Fear.
Dark.
Okay. Life.
Happy.
Love.
Red.
Sex.
Fun.
Politics.
Meh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Friendship.
I don't know, the color yellow's coming to my mind.
Religion.
Religion. I don't actually have nothing's really coming to me. Religion is just
desire.
Want.
Regret.
Regret. I'd say no.
Okay. Success.
Everything.
Wish.
Wish. First word, genie. That's coming to my mind.
Happiness.
Happiness. Sadness.
One word for South Africa.
One word for South Africa. Home.
One word for Glasgow.
Home as well.
One word for HR.
One word for HR. Advice.
And if you could define all your videos on TikTok in one word, what that would be?
Fun.
Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your partner, your husband.
Okay.
For a coffee. And I'm going to ask him, define Darren in one positive word and one negative word only, what he would say.
Positive word would be caring.
Okay.
Negative word would be selfish.
Okay. And if I ask the same question to your dad, it would be the same answer?
Would it be the same answer? Probably like, yeah, be caring.
Yeah.
And then the negative would be probably the same, yeah, maybe the same.
Okay. Let's play now, Darren, and the magic box. You can ask me a question. You like dancing, Darren?
I do like dancing, yes.
I could tell for your TikTok videos. Before you ask me the question, tell me what's the meaning of life for you?
The meaning of life, I suppose, just living it to the best of your ability, and just being happy.
Amazing. Yeah. Okay, you can ask me a question now.
Okay. So I know like your request was nothing to do with your podcast or your YouTube channel. So this is just going to be a wild one. If you were tasked with hiding a giraffe from the government, where would you hide your giraffe?
Oh my God. Let's see if you understood. If I had this, it's a very HR question, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, let me say it again if I understood. If I could hide a giraffe, yeah?
Yeah.
From the government, where it would be? Oh my God, a great question. Oh my God. And it's the coming from you, it makes all sense. You put me right the spot. Oh, getting that. Oh my God, wow, I love the question. You literally put in the spot, and I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna be honest to you.
Okay.
I don't know how, but I would hide under my bed.
Okay, under your bed, right? Okay.
And I tell you why, because I'm sure under my bed would be very safe, because I don't think the government would find a giraffe under my bed, and even in my house.
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's probably the last place they would look.
There we go. I love your question. Oh my God. Put me this spot. Such a HR question. Such a HR question.
Yeah.
Just giving out people watching this interview, giving them ideas to ask people around, yeah?
Exactly. Yes.
Amazing. Did you like the interview?
Yeah, it was good. That was fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Thanks so much. Thanks for taking the time. Thanks for being so sweet and accepting
the invitation.
Before we go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Yeah, so a positive message that I would say is, once you replace your negative thoughts with positive thoughts, you will start to see positive results.
Wow. You made me remember something now. Smile in the mirror every day before you leave your home. Trust me, your life is going to go in a great direction.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. I know it's so simple. I saw that once somewhere in London, and I was like, my God, it's so true. You know what I mean? It's about positive thoughts, and smiling. It's just, you're proving to yourself that it can change everything.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right.
Love that. Thanks so much regards to your family and to your husband, and you keep in touch, okay?
Of course, yeah, no, thank you so much, William. I really enjoyed that.
Thanks so much. Have a good night.
Of course, thank you. Okay, you too. Bye. Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first subscribe to our channel, and after that just go to our website www.williamandthemagicbox.com and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show, and I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.